Yes, that's my wife. Adriana Olson, she's my wife.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to tell you she didn't make it.
What? No! 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 No!
This is Aaron Olson, and he has just been told that he lost his wife at the hands of his own son.
A Pensacola man accused of his mom is going to prison.
But as detectives dig deeper, they will realize that this is no simple accident.
I didn't have the life you had, Dad. You didn't kill anybody. I did.
Regardless of whether I killed her or not, I just lost my mom.
The problem is that after listening to him talk, I don't think it was accidental.
On April 8th, 2022, the Escambia County Sheriff's Office responded to reports of a shooting in Pensacola, Florida. Upon arriving at the Olson residence in Bellevue, deputies discovered a tragic scene. On the ground lay Adriana Olson, bleeding out because of a shotgun wound. Next to her was her husband, Aaron Olson, holding their son, 18-year-old David, who was frantic and breaking down. With early statements from the father and son, it quickly became clear that David was somehow involved in the incident. But why would a son shoot his own mother? And more importantly, would Adriana survive? As she was rushed to the hospital, Aaron and David were taken to the station for questioning. What followed was an hour of behavior that can only be described as downright bizarre and disturbing. The following footage has been provided to us by the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, Florida.
I'm trying to get... Oh, Jesus. All right, I'll cut right to it. I know what's up. You want to go in the other room?
No,
No.
it's just the doors. I think it's swollen from all the humidity.
All right. So,
So basically what I'd like you to do is just kind of walk us through what
that's fine.
happened.
I can imagine. You want to know what happened. I get it. So just you guys tell me when you're ready. I'm just nervous, dude. My wife's in surgery.
I understand. Go ahead.
All right, so I'll speed you up to date. We've been separated for 3 weeks. I could look at a date when she sent me the text, but it's been about 3 weeks now that my wife left, and we haven't had a divorce, but she wants one. I don't want one. Long story short, I had to take a whole week off work. She was gone. She didn't want to come around the house. It was just me, my son, my dogs, and I'm desperately trying to get in touch with her and get her back. She didn't want anything to do. She wanted to leave me. And she said she didn't love me anymore and all that kind of stuff. So then I begged her, I said, come back home, Adriana, please. You've got to be home. I mean, I'll leave the house. Whatever, you've got to be here. My son needs you, the dog needs you, the house needs you. My job, I'm gone. I work 80, 90, 100 hours a week. I'm gone 5-6 days a week. I'm never home. I'm a crane operator. So I said, Adriana, you come home. And I've been gone. And it's been killing me. I haven't slept, dude. I have not slept. I've talked to her twice today about tomorrow. About tomorrow's a big day. And so the last conversation I had was pretty good. I mean, I'm crying. She's not. When I guess she's just, I know she's hurting. But my plans tomorrow are to buy chocolates, buy flowers, whether she tells me to shove them up my backside or keeps them. I've never done stuff like that. I'm trying that. We've been married 20 years.
Okay.
And tomorrow we're closing on the house. So I laid down at whatever time I laid down. And she called me about, I'd have to look at my phone to see when she called.
Okay.
Okay. She called me and woke me up. Jesus, God in heaven, please. She called me at 12:36 a.m. That's when she went. Yeah, let's see. She called me at there it is right there. 12:36 a.m. Well, she called me. Okay, that's today. So she called me at 12:26. I called her. She called. You know how that works. I don't know. But anyway, it was a back and forth thing. She called me at 12:26 a.m. and she just said, David, You know, your son, he's acting up. He's been under a lot of stress.
David, it turns out, had a history of significant mental health issues. Several psychologists diagnosed David with severe OCD, ADHD, and an anxiety disorder that led him to frequently having intrusive thoughts. However, David's own psychologist later testified that he did not believe David met the legal definition of insanity. Rather, he felt that David had the most severe case of OCD he'd ever encountered. In particular cases, OCD can manifest in the form of violent thoughts or behaviors. This is known as harm OCD, and individuals suffering from it may have distressing, unwanted thoughts about harming themselves or others. These intrusive thoughts are ego-dystonic, meaning they are inconsistent with the individual's values and intentions. So in hindsight, Adriana's concern around David's breakdown makes sense, as Aaron explains. But that explanation is about to be cut short as he receives a heartbreaking phone call from the hospital.
Hello?
Hi, this is Dr. Tennessee from Sacred Heart.
Yes, this is Aaron Olson.
Okay. Is this your wife?
Yes, that's my wife, Adriana Olson. She's my wife.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to tell you she didn't make it.
What? No! 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 What?
They were doing,
Dad, keep praying. A miracle can happen. A miracle can happen, Dad. Keep praying. Keep praying.
like she bled out. So we took her, we've done all sorts of things. We did
Oh my God. Oh my God, what? No, 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 no. Please. Please, please, please. 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 Oh my God. Please, dude, there's nothing you can do? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
She dead.
Can you let my son in here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Please tell me there's nothing you can do? David, she's gone.
I killed her.
David.
I killed her.
David. Stop. Stop, stop, stop.
No, 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 no.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Wait a
Stop.
minute.
Pray. Keep praying.
I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying.
Needless to say, there is something very off-putting and strange about the reaction these two have to the news of Adriana's death. For now, however, the priority remains to settle the two of them down, to piece together what happened leading up to Adriana's shooting.
I know this is difficult situation,
That's...
but we need to try to sort it out.
I understand. All right, look, man, I'm trying... Oh, my God.
And you, in the quicker...
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out. That's... All right. Where did we leave off? Where did we leave off?
So you talked about that you got the call from her?
Yeah. And then I headed over there. The minute I got there, I walked in the house. She was, let me see your pen. Here's the front door. Here's a couch here, a couch there. My son was sitting Indian style there. She was standing right there. I walked in right there. I was standing right there. I'm like, what is going on? My son was sitting Indian style. She was standing there with her arms crossed. And I'm like, what is going on, guys? What is going on? And it all happened so fast. And then she was like, what did she even say? It had kind of chilled out, and I was like, David, what is going on, dude? And I guess he was talking about hurting himself or something.
She was the only person.
And then he gets up, and I don't know if he had the gun when he got up or if he went and got it. I just know that I'm standing there, my wife's standing there. He kind of walked over here, and then when I looked, he's got the gun in his hands. And then he just kind of was like moving around with it like this, and I said, David, and then it went off.
Okay.
He was just kind of he was like, you know, oh my God. She was there and he was there, and I'm kind of just walked in the house, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Like I said, he gets up, he goes that way, and then I see he's got the gun in his hand, and he's kind of just moving it around. And I was like, David, whoa, dude, what are you doing? And then he kind of waved it around, and he looked at her, and he fired the trigger.
Okay.
And then the minute he fired it, he dropped the gun and started screaming. So I ran and grabbed the gun, put it in my pickup truck, went back inside, don't know what I'm doing. I hurry up and grab the phone and call 911. That's all I got for you, dude.
Okay.
I bought that gun for protection for my house. Okay? I've been wanting to do that.
Where's the gun normally kept? Here,
We had it in a gun safe. We had it in a gun safe.
Okay.
But
How would he have gotten a gun? Do you have any idea?
it's for the house.
No, I understand.
I bought it.
You said it's in the gun safe.
Yes, and I needed him. It's not like it's kept from any of them. It's there
I gotcha.
for that.
Okay.
I bought it to protect the house. I'm gone all the time.
I gotcha.
We've been having home invasions all over Pensacola.
So he has access to it.
Not only did David have access to firearms, but he was taught how to use them from a young age. According to a close friend, David and Aaron shared a strong bond, often going fishing and shooting together. In fact, it was Aaron who taught David how to handle multiple guns. That makes it highly unlikely that Adriana was shot mistakenly, as David had ample training with firearms over the years. So what pushed him to shoot his own mother?
How long ago, David, did you buy it?
Just 3 weeks ago.
When
She left. Yes.
Okay.
And I knew in order for her to come home, I had to be gone. I've been wanting to do this anyway. Oh, Jesus. And I bought it, brought it home. I showed him how to take it apart, how to clean it, how to load it, how to reload it, how to take it apart, how to clean it. I told her, I said, Adriana, this gun is in the house. David has got psychological issues, but he has gotten better. I thought he'd been doing very good. But I'm in an impossible situation. I've got to be able to defend the house.
Sure stand. Yes.
So I bought it. I brought it home. And I wanted to show Adriana how to use it. She didn't want me to show her. But I had to have it there. So when she called me tonight and said David was talking crazy stuff, like about hurting himself or whatever, and just crazy talk. He's been suffering because our marriage is split up. And him and her discussed splitting up. And he sees the hell I've been going through. I don't even really know, man. Dude, all I do is work.
Okay.
That's part of the problem with my job. I don't know. There's a lot of, I just feed my family, dude.
Sure.
I work and I feed my family. He's got issues.
Okay.
And he's been dealing with psychologists and stuff, and I don't even know his psychologist's name. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, man!
We're going to step out for just a second, and then we're going to try talking to your son.
If you need to call.
If you need to make...
All I know,
call your aunt.
all I know is I said I was coming. Oh, I didn't even tell her I was coming. She said everything's okay now, and I headed that way. I walked in the house, and he didn't have a gun when he was sitting down. I don't know if it was I don't know where it was. But then after he shot her, I did notice there were shotgun shells on the table. I do remember that.
Okay.
And I'm like, but you got to understand, dude. I'm like, what the hell's... I'm like, everything is... You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, everything happened quickly is what...
I don't know what's going on.
Is her family here then?
No, her mom lives in Brazil.
Is that where she's from originally, or...
Yeah, oh, Jesus, God, why? Yes, that's where she's from. That's where she's from, and her mother-in-law was deported. She can't even come over here.
So she has nobody here.
She's got, yes, we got community. She's got...
But nobody else.
Oh, my God.
Let's pause here for a moment and unpack Aaron's story. According to him, Adriana called at approximately 12:26 a.m. to talk about David, who was distressed and wanting to hurt himself. Moments later, she called again to tell him everything was okay as Aaron was driving back. When he eventually entered the home, he saw David getting up from the floor, grabbing the shotgun, swinging it around, and then shooting Adriana, after which David broke down screaming. In response, Aaron picked up the shotgun, threw it in his truck, and called 911. While Aaron claims this was all accidental, David has something else to confess.
It wasn't an accident.
Yes, it was, David.
Trigger discipline. I had my finger on the trigger. I'm taking the consequences.
You're going to get consequences, but there's no need in adding to this, David. You were standing there with a gun in your hand, out of your head.
Aaron repeatedly interrupts David just as he's about to say something important, a pattern that you will see all too often throughout this interview, especially when David is finally brought in to be questioned.
I wish I could forget about what I did.
I understand. And I'm so sorry, but here, sit over here, bud.
Don't be sorry, it's my fault. I'm willing to accept whatever happens.
David, just, you got no choice on that.
Look,
Stop all that.
here's the deal. And I'm just going to lay this out so everybody's clear. You're not under arrest, you're not under arrest. Both of you are free to leave at any time, okay? You guys can walk out of here. We're just trying to sort out what happened with your mom and try to figure out what happened tonight. So, right now, nobody's under arrest, just so we're clear. Is everybody clear on that? Okay. We're just trying to find out what happened, okay? So, kind of help me understand. Just walk me through what happened tonight.
Okay. I got nothing to hide.
Okay.
David, just talk to the man.
I'm
Not
gonna
all
talk.
this, I got nothing to hide.
I'm just gonna open up. I'm gonna say things how it is.
Okay, that's fine, David. That's fine.
That's great. That's what we want.
Your mom would want you to be honest.
Absolutely.
I just need a minute.
Okay.
Regardless of whether I killed her or not, I just lost my mom.
Absolutely.
For one thing, we are going through a tough time. He has watched me suffer. He has watched his mother suffer.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, before she left, before we had a problem, he was doing great.
Mhm.
They had a discussion.
It was great.
They had a discussion about leaving me. And I was betrayed and upset with both of them.
Mhm.
My son seen how I suffered, and he realized it's not what he thought. He just wanted peace in the house. He's right here fixing to graduate.
Where you go to school?
Pine Forest.
Okay.
There has been a lot of pain the last 3 weeks. My son has seen me crying every day that I talk to him.
Okay.
Just begging, saying, David, I just want to come home. I just want to be with my family. I just want my family back. I want my wife. I want my son. I want my dog. I want my house.
Sure. All understandable. Completely understandable.
And the first week, David's been, I'm just telling you as a father,
Yeah.
from the outside, David's been neutral. The second week, David and his mom were kind of fussing because David sees what I've been going through. And I was not trying to pit them against each other. I'm not doing that. This third week or whatever, and I've been talking to David every day, how's your mom doing? How's everything going with your mom? I don't want y'all to fight. I want everything to be good. Man, here's conversations that I've had with my son.
Oh my God! I rolled with her downtown.
I
I rolled with her downtown
look,
yesterday. We had a good time the last time.
This goes
What'd you guys do?
It was nice to me for once.
tonight.
Yesterday, we drove around downtown. I don't know if that was God saying, this is the last time you're going to be with your mom.
Did you guys
Hang on
go
a
anywhere specific?
Let's
Did you
see.
just drive
So
around?
We were just driving around and I was trying to be on good terms. I've been trying to stay strong. I'm not going to victimize myself, but I was a long time ago.
my son's got a lot of psychological.
And
a lot.
I'm not crazy though, so it's my fault.
Okay. So what happened tonight then?
I don't. That's yeah.
I'll explain. Just
what
give me
happened?
some time, okay? I just need to breathe.
Okay.
Because it's not fun to think about what led up to the situation.
Oh,
What is
I
today's
understand.
Today is 7th, 8th.
I'm trying to see.
The 8th.
Hang on a minute.
My life was, for once, together. And my mom dies 3 weeks later because of me. Imagine that. 3 weeks later, right after everything goes back together, you kill your mom.
What do you mean?
And you love your mom.
Of course you do. What do you mean everything goes back together? Help me understand what you mean by that.
I've been having psychological problems. I wasn't a vegetable, but I was able to do things, and I decided to go, you know what? Screw it. Even though I got all these mental illnesses, I'm not crazy. I can do things.
Sure.
And I decided to take a step and I'm getting a car. I'm about to get a job.
Okay, wow.
And I was gonna go to college. My mom was there. Everything was good. And the day after everything went back together, at least I thought it went back together. It probably didn't go back together. My mom comes to me and she's like, "Can we keep a secret?" And I was like, "I'm about to divorce her dad, and I know he loves her, but they've been arguing, and all I've seen with them is arguing." So I thought they didn't love each other. I thought it was going to be better that way.
This is the day that me and her split. This is after their trip in Atlanta, and this is Sunday. And I said, "Where are you at? Call me." This is me. This is him. This is me. This is him. This is for the last 3 weeks. This is me and him talking.
I deserve what happens to me.
David, just look. There's no need to even say stuff like that. That's David.
I don't care. I'm just gonna say.
You don't have to say that.
All right, I won't say it.
You don't have to say that, David.
I won't say it.
There's nothing.
That's fine. That's fine.
David's statements make it seem like he loved his mother and the two had a healthy relationship. But is this true? Tristan, one of David's best friends since middle school, shared stories that proved otherwise. In his words, their friendship ended because of David's defiant behavior towards Adriana, as David frequently cussed her out despite her love for him. But even worse than this behavior is the fact that Adriana wasn't meant to be his victim that day. There was someone else.
What happened tonight? All
right. So, I get home from school. God. I go home. Call my mom. I hear her voice. If I remember correctly, she was, I don't remember if she was at a friend's. Yeah, she was going to go to the airport to bring back a rental car. She was with Tatiani, her best friend.
Okay.
And I slept for the entire day because, I'm going through it, And then she comes home, and then I get really heated because my mom used to be the most empathetic, the most amazing mother I've ever had. She still is, in my heart at least.
Mm-hmm.
But, she became really cold, and it's our fault. I was verbally.
It is your fault, David. Stop. David, you're 18. You're just a baby, David. Me and your mother have had problems. This is not about your fault, my fault. This is not. Finish talking to the cop, but this is not.
Okay, let's just get back to the subject. That's all we're here for. She's been going through a lot, but at the end of the day, I believe that everything's a sign. I believe certain people in her life had bad spirits on them.
Okay.
I believe that ever since she started talking to these people, her best friends, getting close to them, I believe that's what caused her to be unempathetic. She was talking about leaving me. She was talking about leaving my life, and back then it was like she was crap talking. I didn't believe her, but now I believed her, so I was heated.
Right.
This is the person I've relied on for. This is my backbone. I hate to say it, but she was my backbone. And now that I'm losing that, I was pissed off.
Okay.
I never thought about using that shotgun. Never thought about using. I thought about it, but I've never actually. The only time I've grabbed that shotgun was to check on how it's doing, and put it back in the safe and hide the key because I thought my mom was gonna lose it.
Okay.
I get the shotgun, and I put it in the back of my car, and I drive illegally. I drive around illegally because I was ready. I don't care, man. I was ready. A lot of it was shit talk. I wasn't that serious about it. A lot of it was serious, and because I was thinking to myself, like, well, you're really gonna do that? And I was hesitating. I was really, really hesitating. I couldn't even pull out of the driveway to do it, man.
To do what?
To go and kill Tatiani.
What?
Were you blaming her for? You said your mom had suddenly stopped being empathetic.
Empathetic. She just never ever talked to me. She was out of the house 80% of the day. She never talked to me, and I'm going through a lot.
Okay.
And I was expecting her, which she's going through a lot. And I understand that's why she acted the way she did, and maybe I should have thought about that. Because maybe if I was more empathetic, this would have never happened.
Okay.
But I was gonna go and do it, but I couldn't even leave the driveway. I was just talking. I wasn't gonna do it.
Sure. You're just angry, I'm sure.
I was angry and I was in shock. So I walked back in the house with the shotgun in the case, and I walked in the house, I pointed the gun at Mom, and then I thought about it. I got my head right out of my... I unloaded the shotgun. And everything was peaceful if I just continued what I did. So we sat down, and she sat down on the couch and I sat down on the floor. There was 10 shotgun shells on the table. I had the shotgun, and I was sitting there. God. Out of everybody I was gonna kill, that was the last person I would expect to do it.
What do you mean everybody you were going to kill?
I was planning on it, but I changed my mind because I just couldn't do it. But even when I was planning on it and I thought I was going to do it, I knew that was the one person I just wouldn't do it. So I sat down, and without the finger on the trigger, I pointed the shotgun.
When I come in the house, did you have it with you? Because I did not see it with you.
It was under the table.
You were sitting Indian style.
I was sitting Indian style with the shotgun right at my feet.
I never seen it.
That's where it was. I put one in the chamber when you came in the house.
You did that when I got there?
No, before you got there. It was already in the chamber.
David, we had a rule. That gun is to defend the house. We had a rule. You gave me your word. I was worried about both of y'all with that gun.
And I trusted myself.
I had no choice. I'm gone. You gave me your word.
It's important to note that David was 18 years old at the time of this incident, meaning officers do not legally require a guardian to be present if he is being questioned. In this case, Aaron's presence only hinders the investigation, as he constantly interrupts and derails David's statements.
Back to where we were. I was on the floor with a shotgun. And I pointed the gun at her. I was nervous because I was thinking to myself, damn, you tried to play big boy for once. You tried to actually, you trusted yourself with a shotgun, and now Dad's coming back home, and he's about to take that gun away, and you're just going to go back to being that.
That was your mentality?
Not when I shot her, but that's what got me nervous.
I wasn't even coming for any of that. I was coming home to bring peace.
We'll talk about that later. We're talking to these people. He came in the house, and I was so nervous. But, I still had really bad outbursts. I've had a psychologist, I've had a psychiatrist. But, one thing I always trusted myself with, because I've always worried about this day. One thing I've always trusted myself was, you can control yourself, David. And that's what the one thing I had faith in. That's the one thing I held on to. That's the one time I actually put my own backbone on. I don't understand I could control myself. I could have done it.
I can't even talk anyway.
No matter what intrusive thoughts come in my head, no matter how angry I am, no matter whenever I'm angry, my intrusive thoughts, you can still go. That's crazy. That's childish. That's what I did was childish. I was angry, and I started talking about, because when he got in the house, I got so heated, because I wasn't expecting it to be between me and her. And then I got heated, so I started bringing up all the messed up stuff she said to me. I was pointing the gun around. I pointed it at Dad because they were going to get the gun. I turned around, bop.
I wasn't getting anything, David. I just was there. And
You were walking towards me to grab the shotgun.
No, right. Once I realized you had it. But I didn't know I wasn't there for it. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to keep peace, man. I just woke up and drove straight over there. When I noticed you had a gun and you were waving it around, yes, I did. I was like, David, what are you doing? And I was looking forward for all three of us to at least be together so we could have my graduation. I could still have my mom with me. I was going to buy chocolates and flowers. That's my whole plan for tomorrow.
Do you know any cases where the person lives after they announced it?
No, not typically. Usually they do everything they can. They don't call it until they have no other choice.
God. Okay, that's sorry. I'm still gonna pray to God, even if whatever happened.
All right, David, but just listen, son. As far as all that, that's their job. They handle that.
I know. I gotta say it. I gotta get off my chest.
They don't need you to say it.
I know they don't need it.
David, I'm just telling you. You're not helping. They're going to do their job. All right. Don't hate yourself, is what I'm telling you.
I got no problem with you praying.
I can't love myself after I just killed my mother.
I know that. I know you, son.
I can't love myself. I can't ever love myself. I can't forgive myself.
That was not you. Okay?
Okay, it wasn't me, but it was still my actions, and I'm never going to forgive myself for that. And don't make it worse to do anything.
I'm not going to do nothing, David. I just want my family back. Tomorrow I was going to bring chocolates and flowers.
Okay, I don't need to hear that right now. I don't want to hear about that because I don't want to fantasize. Because fantasizing is just going to make it worse.
I understand that, but I'm just telling you right now, listen to me. You did not mean to do that. I know how you love your mother, and I know you've been suffering and hurting. We've all been suffering and hurting. I know how bad you've been hurting. You've watched me cry every day for the last 3 weeks. Son, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my lack of being the father and the husband I should have been has led to this point. I cannot go back in time. That's what I've been trying to tell your mother. I can't go back on nothing. I was just hoping and praying for a new start. You got caught in the middle of it. I have seen you suffering. I've been checking on you and worried sick about you every day. That's why I call you all morning long. I've never called you this much.
Guys, we're going to step out just a second. Be right back, okay?
Once detectives step out of the interrogation room, Aaron begins to give David a bit of fatherly advice.
If it was an accident or if I did it in cold blood, I mean, I can't...
David, stop all that kind of talking, man. That's what they do. Stop that. Stop all that talking. Stop it. Stop all that talking. I know for a fact you didn't mean to do that.
I mean, I need to think about it. I need to think about it.
There's nothing to think about, David. What I'm just telling you is stop all that kind of talk.
Please don't say that. Because, right now you're just talking out of your head like the rest of us. We're all in shock, son.
My mom's gone.
After several more minutes of crying, screaming, and praying, detectives bring Aaron to a separate interview room as they suspect that this incident was far from accidental.
I didn't expect some of the things that he was going to say, and some of those things obviously caused some problems. When he talks about wanting to kill Tatiana, and I understand that he's angry, and that's apparent. And then he talks about putting unloading the gun, but then putting one back in the chamber before you got there, and he pointed the gun at your wife and shot her.
I know that. I know it happened
And the problem is that after listening to him talk, I don't think it was accidental. I don't think that he had malice in his heart, but I don't think it was accidental. I think he got pissed off, and I think he overreacted, and he had the gun and he pulled the trigger. That's the bottom line. That's what it sounds like after listening to him. It sounds like he was amped up, and he intended to kill Tatiana but couldn't. And then he comes back in and gets a confrontation with your wife. And then when you show up, he freaks out and pops the round off into Mom. I don't know why he chose to do that. I didn't have a chance to ask him, because when we started going down that road, it was apparent to me that, it was a little more than what this initially appeared to be.
And my son initially just wanted peace in the house between all of us. Man, the reason why this happened is because my son, he thinks everything's over with.
Right.
He thinks his mom don't love him anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what he sounds like. He sounds like he's and who's this Tatiana dude?
This is a friend, and I hate that her name's even brought up. This is a friend. She's my wife's best friend. And Adriana was going back and forth to there. And I was constantly, saying things like, you're spending more time, you're over there with her, but you're not with me.
Right.
And Tatiana's done nothing wrong.
So there haven't been.
But my son has heard me the couple times we've talked and nothing, just saying stuff like, you're with Tatiana, but you're not with me. You're with this person, but you're not with me. And that's just a hurting husband who's jealous and envious.
Right.
And I'm saying, you're spending time with these people, and I'm suffering. And as time went on, my son saw me suffering. And he realized this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And then when he talked to Adriana, she was not empathetic, as he says.
Well, yeah, and that's what he says. That
she has been different. Yes, very cold. To where just completely shattering me. Like when I'm weeping and she has no emotion and she tells me not to be dramatic. And this is all I've known for 20 years. 21 years going on. It's my whole world.
Right.
I don't have anything else, dude. Now my son.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing else, man.
No, I get you. I mean, you're in the worst possible position here because, the situation with your wife and with him, and that's part of what I wanted to, I need to let you know that, I don't have any other choice but to arrest him.
I understand that.
I don't have any other choice.
Well, you can't shoot somebody and not be arrested. I understand that.
Well, you can't. Well, and depending on the circumstances. But after listening to him talk,
I know that. But you got to understand, man. My son. That's why sometimes I tell him not to talk because I try to tell him. I say, David, because he is a sincere person.
Yeah.
I say, David, just chill out on some of that.
Shortly after this, Aaron's interview would come to an end. As for David, he was charged with second-degree murder and held without bond. Ultimately, it became clear that his parents' divorce and what David perceived as emotional neglect from his mother played a significant role in his mental decline. David Olson went to face trial, where his attorney attempted an insanity defense. However, after statements from psychologists, the judge concluded that while mental illnesses contributed directly to the murder, they were not the cause. Consequently, David was given a plea deal for manslaughter, which he accepted on June 28, 2023, and was sentenced to 124.5 months in prison. He is set to be released in February 2032, followed by 2 years of community control and 15 years of probation.